Hello dear students, welcome back to our channel Diksha Karnataka. So if you are someone who is going to appear in KCET 2025 examination, you are in the right place. Today in this video, we are going to break down the complete KCET 2025 exam pattern and syllabus. So in this video, we are going to discuss like why you should write this exam, what is the mode of the exam, how the exam is conducted, like what is the total number of questions, total number of marks, how the ranks are calculated, and the most important thing, the syllabus for all the important subjects for this exam. Okay. So if you really want to crack this exam, so knowing these fundamentals is very crucial so that you can plan and prepare accordingly. Okay, so please take your notebooks, note down the important points that we will be discussing and watch the complete video so that you don't have any doubt regarding the KCET 2025 exam pattern and syllabus. Okay, so yes, let's get started. A very important video for all of you, those who are aspiring for KCET 2025. So first of all, the first question that might be arising when you hear this word, that is KCET exam 2025. So the first question that should come to your mind is why you should write this exam. Okay, what all things or what can you get after writing this exam? So yes, we'll discuss that first here. So if you write this exam, you can take admission to undergraduate courses. Okay, so what are these undergraduate courses? Or after your 12th, you can study different courses. So what all courses if comes under this KCET 2025 examination? So first is engineering or technology. Okay, so this is where most of the students generally prefer. So if you want to study engineering or technology, you have to write this exam. Next, if you want to study architecture. Okay, next if you want to study naturopathy and yoga. Next, if you want to study veterinary courses. Okay, next you have B Pharma, second year B Pharma and Pharma D courses. So if you are interested in Pharma courses, then also you have to write KCET examination. Next, coming to Farm Science courses, in that you have BSc Agriculture, BSc Sericulture, etc. Okay, so different courses are there under Farm Science courses. And the next is BSc Nursing, Medical, Dental, Ayurveda, Unani, Homeopathy, BPT, that is your BSc Allied Health Sciences and BPO professional courses. So for all these courses also you have to write KCET examination. Now for taking these courses, and if you want to study these courses in Karnataka, okay, so if you want to study these courses in Karnataka state, in the colleges that are present in the Karnataka state, you have to write which exam? KCET exam. Okay, I think this is clear, very clear why this exam is important and which colleges can take admission through this. The Karnataka colleges which give admissions to these courses, for taking admission into this you have to write KCET examination. Okay, I hope the first thing is very clear. So now you have to decide that whether you are going to study any of this. Yes, if the answer is yes, then watch the next video to understand the exam pattern. Okay, now next is what are the courses that is available in your KCET examination. So KCET examination is actually for two different courses. One is engineering course and another is allied courses. Okay, so in engineering courses we'll be discussing. So in engineering courses, what subjects exam you have to write? You have to write exam for three important subjects, that is physics, chemistry and maths. Okay, now for writing or for appearing in the for taking allied courses. Okay, for allied courses we'll be discussing what are the allied courses you have. For allied courses you have to study like you have to write exam for physics, chemistry and biology, right? I hope this is clear. Engineering courses means what? You know many engineering courses, most of you might be knowing, like for example you have computer science, you have mechanical, you have civil, okay, you have electronics and communication. There are n number of branches that is coming under engineering courses. So if you want to study these engineering courses, in the KCET exam you have to write exam for three important subjects, that is physics, chemistry and maths. If you want to study other courses, like we have discussed in the previous slide, so many courses apart from engineering, if you want to study other courses, you have to write physics, chemistry and biology. Okay, so we will understand this in detail in the next slide. So okay. So this was taken from 2024 information bulletin. It will remain same for 2025 as well. So if you want to write or take study engineering and technology courses, you have to write exam for PCM, that is physics, chemistry and maths. Now if you are going to study farm science courses like agriculture, sericulture, horticulture, if you are interested in these courses, you have to write exam for PCMB, physics, chemistry, maths and bio. Okay, all the 4 subjects you have to write. Next, if you are interested in veterinary science and animal husbandry, naturopathy and yoga and BSc nursing, then you have to write physics, chemistry and biology. Okay. Next, B Pharma, second year B Pharma, Pharma D. If you want to study Pharma Science, then you have to study either you can write PCM or you can write PCB. Okay. So, I hope this is very clear. So, first we have to think that whether all the courses that we discussed, you are going to study any one of this after 12th or not. If yes, then you have to see this and find out which subjects has to be your most prior subjects for the next 1 year, like up to your exam, which subjects you should focus on. Okay, so this is the one where most of the students go. In engineering, it is very important to get good marks in physics, chemistry and maths. Okay, so now let us go to the next slide, that is KCET 2025 written exam. Okay, what is the pattern of the exam? This is very important to understand so that you can know how to prepare. Okay, first thing, mode of the exam is offline. Okay, what do you mean by offline exam? Means you have to go to the exam center. Okay, you will be given pen and paper test, so you have to mark the answers. There will be no online mode, no computer, nothing. Okay, so you will be given pen, paper test like that, you have to write out. Okay, that is called offline mode of exam. Now what is the syllabus for this exam? This is the most crucial thing, right? You should know that what you have to study for cracking this exam. So syllabus is very simple. First and second PUC syllabus prescribed by the Department of Pre-University Education of Karnataka State. Okay, so whatever for your PU, the Karnataka State has given your first and second syllabus, second year syllabus, that you have to prepare. Okay, in the next upcoming slides we will be discussing the syllabus also. Okay, so please watch. Now coming to KCET exam, will be held in 2 days in 4 different sessions for 4 subjects. So once you see the previous slide, we have discussed that there are 4 subjects, right? PCMB. Okay, so there are 4 different exams for all the 4 subjects. Like it is not like JEE or NEET where in one paper you have all the 3 subjects, right? It is not like that. For every paper you have a separate exam. Okay, and how this is conducted in 2 days, there is 4 different sessions. Okay, so in each session one subject will be conducted. So we'll see this like I'll show you the calendar or the schedule of 2024 exam so that you can understand this in detail. So you see, this was the timetable for 2024 CET exam. So on 18th of April 2024, that was on Thursday, there were 2 sessions, right? 10:30 am to 11:50 am and 2:30 pm to 3:50 pm. 2 sessions were there. In the first session, biology was conducted. In the second session, mathematics was conducted. Now similarly, the next day, okay, just see there is no gap. Okay, continuous 2 days exam was there. On 19th April 2024, on Friday, there were again 2 sessions on the same time, 10:30 am to 11:50 am, 2:30 pm to 3:50 pm, and the subjects were physics and chemistry. Okay, so now you can see 2 days. So 2 days are 18th and 19th of April, 4 sessions, like morning session, afternoon session, morning session, afternoon session. In these 4 sessions, 4 subjects were conducted. So all these 4 are different exams. I hope this is clear. Next, how is the questions, like what is the number of questions asked? In each subject, 60 questions are asked and each question carries 1 mark. Okay, so that is why the total mark per subject will be 60 marks, right? So suppose physics has 60 questions. Okay, each question carries 1 mark, so it will be of 60 marks, right? So you can see the marks also here. For all the subjects it is 60 marks. Okay, now each question carries 1 mark, no negative marking. This is the very important thing, and one thing which makes it very different from the other exam also. There is no negative marking. Okay, so you can attempt all the questions. Now what is the meaning of negative marking? Like even if you do any wrong question, like suppose there are 60 questions, if you do 45 correct, okay, then you will get 45 marks. And you did, suppose the total number of questions attempted is 47, 45 correct and 2 is incorrect. Okay, So for these 2 incorrect questions that you have done, there will be no marks reduced. Okay, your marks will not be reduced. You will be getting the marks only for the questions that you have corrected, that is 45 marks. Okay, so there is no negative marking. I hope this is clear. Next, time duration for each subject is 80 minutes. So for each paper, in each session, you will be getting exactly 80 minutes. Okay, now we'll be seeing why this 80 minutes, how it is distributed, that is also is there. Okay, so next is the distribution of this 80 minutes. Okay, I told you for each paper there is 80 minutes, there are 60 questions, right? 60 questions, time is 80 minutes, but all these 80 minutes are not for solving the question. Okay, there are for the initial 10 minutes are given to fill the form. I told you this is a pen and paper test. So in the paper there are some things that your details you need to fill it. So for that you will be given 10 minutes. What all details you need to fill there? You have to write your name, you have to write your CET number. This will be there in your hall ticket. Okay, once before the exam you will be getting a admission admit card or hall ticket. There you will get the CET number, version code and serial number. Okay, other details will also be there. So you have to fill this thing, you need around 10 minutes which will be given in that. So from 80 minutes we have subtracted 10 minutes, so now we have 70 minutes. Okay, so the rest 70 minutes are given for the candidate to shade the answers. Okay, now what is this shading of answers? We will discuss later after in the next slide. Okay, so now, so what I can say, for solving the 60 questions, how much time you will be getting? You will be getting around 70 minutes. Okay, I hope this is clear. So now coming to the next thing, that is how is the exam pattern. Okay, now till now about exam, what all things we came to know. First is how why we should write this exam, what are the courses that we need to study, so that if you want to study we have to write this exam. Next, we have studied for particular courses what are the subjects that the exam will be conducted. Okay, next we discuss the mode of the exam, that is offline, how it is conducted in 2 days and 4 sessions. Total questions is 60 questions, each question carries 1 mark, so 60 marks, no negative marking, and the time duration is 80 minutes. In this 80 it is divided in 10 minutes and 70 minutes, right? 10 minutes is for filling the details, 70 minutes is for shading the answer. Now what is the shading of answer? We'll come to it. Okay, now what is now the next thing that we are going to know about this is type of questions. Okay, so each question paper will be of multiple choice questions or objective type. Yes, so I think most of you will be knowing about what is multiple choice question, but yes, it is my duty to explain each and everything to you. So this is an example of multiple choice question. So what does this mean? There will be a question and there will be 4 options for you. Okay, out of these 4 options you have to select one option which is the correct one. Okay, so there can be only one correct answer for the given question, and out of these 4 options you have to select one correct option. If you select the correct one, you will get 1 mark. If you select the wrong one, there is no negative marking. Okay, now, so I told you there is something about shading, right? Shading of answer, that we have to think here. OMR sheet. Candidates will mark the answers on the OMR sheet. Okay, so this is not like your board exam or something where you will be given a sheet and you have to write the answers. You will be given one OMR sheet. In that OMR sheet, you have to mark or shade the answers. Not mark, you have to shade the answers. We will also see how a OMR sheet looks like, okay, in the next slide. So next is, okay, a sample OMR sheet is released by the KEA practice before the exam. So before your actual KCET exam, in the KEA website, that is the official website for KCET exam, they will release the OMR sheet. You can use that to practice it. Okay, so in that OMR sheet, it comprises of 2 sheets. Okay, there are 2 parts. The upper sheet is to be used for the purpose of marking correct answers and later scanning and evaluation, and the lower sheet will be returned to the candidates after completion of each session of the test. So in the first sheet, there will be where you have to mark or shade your answers. In the second part, whatever is there, that will be returned to the candidates. Okay, that part of the OMR sheet will be returned to you after every exam. Okay, so there will be 4 exams. You have to select your subject accordingly, and each time you will be getting the the lower portion of the OMR sheet. Next, the candidate shall mark the correct answers by ballpoint pen. Okay, so this is also important. You should use ballpoint pen only to write in the exam. Now we will see what is the OMR sheet. Okay, how does it look? So yes, you can see this is the OMR sheet present was released by the KEA in their official website. So here you can see there is name of the candidate. Okay, you have to write your name in block letters. Then you have your registration number, verification, version code, and then here are the questions. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to mark or shade the answers. Okay, for the 70 minutes that was given to you, in that 70 minutes you have to solve the question and you have to shade the answers. Okay, so you have to utilize that time in this way. So now there are some instructions how you should shade it. So there is like proper shading of the bubbles or the circles will be counted. Now if you shade like this, if you put tick mark on that or cross mark on this, these all things will not be counted. If you use only dot, that is also not counted. And if you just put marks or do half circles, if circle is coming out, marking two answers, these all are not allowed. Okay, so what is the correct way of filling it? Whichever I told you, only one will be the correct answer, so you have to select that one correct answer and shade it properly. Okay, so suppose this is there, so you have to shade it completely so that no line comes out of it. Okay, so this is very, very important, because see, no one is going to see and read your papers and put tick and wrong whether you have done correct or wrong. These all will be read by the machines. Okay, so that is why if you do not do and if you don't do it properly, the machine cannot read it correctly and they will put it as wrong. Okay, so it is very, very important to shade the answers correctly. Okay. Okay, now coming to the next thing, how the rank is determined. This is very important. Okay, now the rank, once the rank is determined, then only you will be getting the colleges, right? So it is very important to know how you should do the, like how the KEA or KCET exam is calculating your rank. Okay, so there are two things here. 50% weightage for the marks in the KCET exam, PCM or PCB, and 50% weightage for the marks scored in PCM or PCB in the qualifying examination. Very confusing, let us understand it in detail. Qualifying examination means your 12th exam, okay, whichever board you are writing. Okay, so in KCET exam, if you have selected PCM subjects, okay, so whatever the total marks you have got, 50% of that, and in the qualifying exam, that is your 12th board exam, in that, in the same subjects, how much you have total marks in these three subjects, it's half. Okay, we'll see one example. For example, in KCET exam, okay, you have three subjects: physics, chemistry and maths. Suppose, and in physics you got 40 out of 60, okay, in chemistry you got 50 out of 60, and in maths you got 30 out of 60, right? So what is the total marks you got here? 120 out of 180, right? So now 50% of this will be 60 marks. Okay, so from your KCET exam they will take only 60 marks. Okay, okay, now suppose let us see your 12th marks. Okay, in 12th board exam, okay, in physics, chemistry and maths, in physics you got 90 out of 100. Okay, in chemistry you are not very well, you are not studying chemistry, so you got 80 out of 100, and maths you are very, very strong and you got 100 on 100. Okay, so now if you see, this is around, total is out of 270 out of 300, right? Now 50% of this will be how much? 270 half is 135. So your total mark in the KCET will be 60 plus 135. Okay, so you will get 195. So this is your marks in the KCET exam, and based on this your rank will be calculated. I hope this is very clear. Once again I will explain. In KCET exam you will be having three different papers. You are writing for 60 marks. Whatever marks you are getting in different subjects, its total will be calculated, then its half will be done, right? So this is the marks from the KCET exam. And then in the 12th board also similarly, all the three will be calculated and half of it. Now the total marks will be added, and that will be your mark in the KCET final exam. Your marks will be this much, and based on this mark you will be getting the rank. Okay, now coming to, yes, now we have discussed everything about the exam pattern, how the exam will be conducted, how many questions are asked, how the rank is calculated. After knowing everything, now you should know what to study. Okay, what are the chapters that need to be studied? So I'll be discussing the syllabus for all the 4 subjects: physics, chemistry, maths and bio. I'll be telling you the chapter names, so please note it down. So in KCET 2025 for maths, okay, from first PU you are having sets, relations and functions, trigonometric functions, complex numbers and quadratic equations. Then you have linear inequalities. So how many chapters done? 1, 2, 3, 4th and 5th. Then 6th is permutation and combination. 7th is binomial theorem. 8th will be sequence and series. 9 straight line, 10 conic sections, 11 3D geometry, 12 limits and derivatives, 13 is statistics, and 14th is probability. Okay. Now coming to the maths PU2. So again first, so we have, say, 15th will be your relations and functions, 16th is inverse trigonometric functions, 17th is matrices, 18th is determinants, 19th is continuity and differentiality, 20 is application of differentiation, 21 is integral, 22 is application of integrals, 23 is differential equations, then you have 24 vectors and algebra, 25 3D geometry, 26 linear programming, 27 is probability. Okay, so you have total 27 chapters in maths. Okay, now coming to syllabus of physics. So first is units and measurements, second motion in a straight line 1D, then you have motion in a plane 2D, laws of motion, work, energy, power, system of particles and rotational motion, then you have 7th gravitation, 8th mechanical properties of solids and fluids, 9th thermal properties of matter, 10th is thermodynamics and KTG, 11th oscillation, 12th is waves. Okay, now coming to PU2 syllabus, here you have electrical charges and fields, electrostatics, potential and capacitance, then you have current, electricity, then you have moving charges and magnetism, 7th is magnetism and matter, 18th electromagnetic induction, 19th is alternating current, and then you have 20th is electromagnetic waves. Now coming to 21 ray optics, 22 wave optics, 23 dual nature of radiation and matter, 24 atoms and nuclei, 25 nuclei, 26 is around semiconductors and electronics. So around 25 to 26 chapters you also have in physics. Now coming to chemistry, you have less chapters in chemistry. Okay, so for PU1, that is the first chapter, some basic principles in chemistry, second structure of atom, third classification of elements and periodicity, fourth chemical bonding and molecular structure, fifth is your thermodynamics, then equilibrium, redox reaction, organic chemistry, some basic principles and techniques, and then hydrocarbons. Coming to the second PU, you have solutions, electrochemistry, chemical kinetics, D and F block, coordination compounds, haloalkanes, haloalkanes and haloarenes, alcohols, phenols and ethers, then you have aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid, you have amines, and you have biomolecules. Okay, so now coming to, so around 19 chapters you have in chemistry. Okay, now coming to bio. So first PU, lot of chapters are there. So first one, the living world, biological classification, plant kingdom, animal kingdom, morphology of plants, anatomy of plants, then you have structural organization in animals, then the cell, the unit of life, biomolecules, cell cycle and cell division, photosynthesis, respiration, plant growth and development, breathing and exchange of gases, body fluids, excretory products, then you have locomotion, then you have neutral control and coordination, then chemical coordination and integration. Okay, next is in biology part PU2, you have sexual reproduction in flowering plants, human reproduction, reproductive health, principles of inheritance and variation, then you have molecular basis of inheritance, evolution, human health and disease, microbes in human welfare, biotechnology in principles and process, then biotechnology and its application, organisms and population, then you have ecosystem, and then you have biodiversity and conservation. Okay, so these are the topics from biology second PU. Okay, now the next very important thing. So now your question will be, ma'am, you told everything about the exam, right? You told the syllabus, what chapters are going to come, how the exam is going to conducted, how many questions are going to ask, everything. But how are we going to prepare? Okay, because once we do well in the exam, then only we'll get good rank, then we'll get good college, we'll get good course, good job, right? So yes, so to help you with that, we have a lot of plan for your children. We have devised so many things we have decided to do for you in the KCET 2025 examination. So I'll be telling you the list of upcoming videos that we are going to make so that your KCET 2025 preparation becomes very easy, very systematic, very strategic. Okay, what you should do after what, right? So everything we are going to discuss. So here are the list of upcoming videos. Okay, first is the syllabus video, maths, physics, chemistry and bio. Now I already told you the chapters, right? But the chapters, there are some topics which are deleted from these chapters, so there will be a detailed syllabus review for all the 4 subjects. Okay, in that what are we going to do? In that we'll be telling you like all the syllabus and the deleted portions, what you have to study, what you don't have to study, what you can skip. Okay, that is the most important thing. And the next thing that is very important is which chapters are important. Okay, which chapters, how many questions have been asked in the last 5 to 6 years. Everything will be discussing in this syllabus video. Okay, next is preparation strategy videos, very very important for mathematics, physics, chemistry and bio. Again, see, knowing that you are going to crack this exam, knowing the syllabus, but there has to be a proper strategy so that you can crack the exam. Okay, so in these videos we'll be discussing the detailed strategy, like how you should study, what should be the order of studying. Okay, how much time you have to devote for each chapter, what are like week wise plan, day wise plan, how many mock tests, how many revision you should do, everything will be discussing in this strategy video. Okay, please watch these videos. Okay, it will be coming soon. Then book list, yes, this is very important. You should know what are the resources to crack this exam, to study these chapters. So we'll be telling you all the book list, all the way order of using these books also will be told in these videos. Next, previous year papers and chapter wise PYQs. Yes, the PYQs or previous year papers are something which can tell you which type of questions are asked from a particular chapter, right? So we'll be discussing the chapter wise PYQs. Chapter 1 is completed, the last 6 years chapter wise PYQs will done. Then what will happen? You will have a confidence if you are able to solve it, that yes, if such question comes in the exam, I will be able to do it. Okay, and the whole previous year papers also will be solved in this channel only. Next, you have concept videos. Okay, so it's not that we are directly going to give you chapter wise PYQs. We'll also make concept videos where we will be explaining all the important concepts that is required for the KCET exam. Okay, so all the chapters will be covered in time. Okay, next, topic wise MCQ video. So solving only PYQs is not enough, you need to solve some extra questions. So we'll also be solving some MCQ videos per chapter, and that also topic wise. Okay, and very very important, to check your progress, to measure your progress, will also be conducting test series for KCET 2025. So this will be towards the end of like towards November, December. Okay, up to your exam, up to the exam we will start. So exact dates and we have not yet decided, but yes, very soon we'll be declaring them also. So test series, you will be having full length mock test. Okay, all the 3 subjects you will be having some portion wise we can also do, will be doing. Okay, subject wise. So yes, definitely a lot of things we have planned to ace your preparation, to help you with your preparation, so that you cannot have any excuse for not doing well in the exam. Okay, we'll be providing everything. So the only thing you have to do is to follow the channel and work hard with us, right? So we'll definitely work hard with you. So you need to support us and you need to work hard with us so that you can crack this exam with a very good score. Okay, so I think I have explained everything regarding this exam pattern and syllabus and the upcoming videos, how are we going to help you. If after this also you have any doubt, any clarification you need, please comment down, we'll definitely help you. Okay, so if you have found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Okay, so thank you and all the very best, and let's get started for KCET 2025.